Bitcoin's performed 10x better than anything else. Gold's down 10%, NASDAQ is flat, Bitcoin is up 86% since that time. Over any time frame, 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, Bitcoin's the best performing asset. I can't come up with a better idea.
While the entire world is going through an economic meltdown, it's only natural for the most valuable assets crashing and losing their values. Michael Saylor, the co-founder and CEO of MicroStrategy, believes that Bitcoin is the best asset to invest in. Saylor has been an active promoter of Bitcoin and believes that the 20K level is apparently the best time to invest in the coin. Before we get into the numbers, make sure you hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up while you're at it. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. In his interview, he claimed that gold is down for 10% and NASDAQ is flat, whereas Bitcoin has only ever gone up to 86%. Even though the coin has crashed and has caused the values of many cryptocurrencies to go down, Saylor believes that no one has lost any money while investing in Bitcoin in the past 4 years. While the world has been withdrawing their investments in cryptocurrencies due to the uncertainty, Michael has made it clear that for his company investments, he would certainly be going ahead with investing in the coin. Saylor emphasized on the fact that he invested in Bitcoin back in 2020, and ever since, this coin has outperformed any other asset and has performed 10 times better. He also believes that this is exactly why in the next few years, Bitcoin would be the leading asset people would wish to invest in. According to his analysis, Bitcoin might not give the best results for active trading over short periods of time, but if someone wants to just invest or grow over a course of 10 years, then Bitcoin is definitely the go-to. It was March when MicroStrategy took a loan of nearly $204.7 million from the Silvergate Bank to invest in more Bitcoins. This one investment accounts for nearly 12% of the company's holding Bitcoins. With Bitcoin going down, there were rumors that the company might end up facing liquidation considering that Bitcoin had touched $21,000. Saylor didn't pay much heed to the Twitter trolls against him and went ahead with the investment. He believes that even if the coin goes down in value, he's still on a safe end with his investments and that repaying the loan with interest might not be that big of a deal considering that Bitcoin is still doing better than other assets at the moment. Apparently, he believes that his company would only face a drastic loss if Bitcoin goes down by 95%. If Bitcoin goes down by about 95%, then we would have to pledge some additional collateral, Michael added in his interview. According to him, Bitcoin isn't the only thing he has invested in. There are other assets and means of profits that would stabilize the company in case of a crisis such as the Bitcoin crashing completely. As previously mentioned, Saylor then explained his strategy in terms of his Bitcoin investments. He doesn't wish to trade the coin, but instead hold it and wait for it to skyrocket. Our strategy is simple. We acquire Bitcoin, we hold Bitcoin, we don't sell Bitcoin. We just happen to believe that 100 years from now, Bitcoin is like Manhattan, and you're just gonna want to hold as many blocks of Bitcoin as you can, he said in his interview. There's only 2 scenarios where the company could go wrong. They'd acquire Bitcoins with high leverage that forces them to get liquidated, or they stop holding Bitcoins at all. Since Bitcoin is currently at a meltdown, the CEO gave a heads up to all the investors to go ahead with their holdings and make history. He claimed that if someone wishes to be a part of a lifetime revolution, then bumpy rides are bound to be a part of the journey. And eventually, MicroStrategy did end up purchasing 480 Bitcoins, making a gross total of $129,699. Currently, as we know, Bitcoin is trading at $19,262 at the time of writing. While Saylor tries urging people to invest in the coin, it is almost impossible to ignore the charts where Bitcoin has been performing low enough that it hit $20,111 on the 15th of June. There is growing uncertainty about the coin's reliability due to a hike in the Fed rates, considering that the coin had crashed once before under similar circumstances. The crypto market overall has been crashing, and even China claims that crypto would be reduced to zero under the scenario, considering what happened with the Terra Luna price crash. However, it is unlikely for an asset this popular to get reduced to ashes unless some unlikely events take place in the trading world. The CEO of Binance, a worldwide trading app, tweeted earlier that Saylor will end up getting the last laugh, considering that he's being too confident about his investment in a currency that would end up crashing at a single tweet. The idea of Saylor making the investment was greatly criticized on the internet, since the business intelligence firm is facing losses that have exceeded $1 billion. Bitcoin has also observed serious damage due to the ongoing worldwide inflation, the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and of course the untimely lockdowns. Since these aren't issues that would be solved overnight, it is almost impossible for the masses to trust the coin. It's also rumored that even though the coin at this point stands at $20,000, it might soon plummet to $13,000 if the situation remains stagnant. From November last year to June of 2022, Bitcoin has gone from $69,000 to just $20,000. The Saylor point of view that this is the right time to dive into the coin seems almost rational unless his 10-year plan proves it otherwise. Even the US News finds it unwise to invest in Bitcoin at this point, considering it is an extremely volatile asset which offers no security. But it also adds that businessmen and huge investors go ahead with their investments due to chances of huge profits even in exchange of minor price hikes. Even though the coin has been falling back, experts still believe that at some point it might end up touching $100,000. Last December, when Bitcoin was at its recent high, Ethereum also marked its all-time high price of $4,850. It is only natural that other cryptocurrencies are affected by the most popular and known one. The matter of crypto rising or falling and the predictions that experts make all depend on how the market is performing. If crypto wasn't crashing, no one would have predicted it dropping as low as a single grand. But then again, it's not just the market. Even though crypto is an independent asset, it is still greatly affected by politics, wars, inflation, and even some random tweets. However, if we look at the scenario in a different light, one positive aspect is investors like Saylor purchasing more bitcoins while it's crashing at a low price and eventually making its popularity grow for the coin to bounce back. The COVID crash is a similar example when Bitcoin's value depreciated, yet people bought it for a lower price and made profits from the bounce back. Now, the ultimate question is, what does this crash mean for regular crypto investors and not CEOs and billionaires? While Saylor stood by his word and stubbornly invested in the currency, would you do it as well considering all the odds? According to Humphrey Yank, for people who invest with the hold and earn strategy, these dips are nothing to worry about, since they are willing to wait for the market to eventually skyrocket over the years. He says that even he avoids seeing investments during these timely dips. He believes that if your crypto investments are side investments that would not otherwise get in the way of your usual income, then just buy and forget. For eventually, over the years, it would either benefit you or your children. Even Robert Kiyosaki, the writer of the famous book Rich Dad Poor Dad, believes that crashes are the best time to invest. His ideas fall hand in hand with Saylor's. Both of them believe that buying the coin at its lowest is a great way to profit. Kiyosaki tweeted that he is only waiting for the coin to fall below the 20K level so he can start buying more coins. With the extreme uncertainty of the Bitcoin price, would you still invest in the coin seeing how volatile it is at the moment? Let us know what you think about the price dip in the comments below. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.